If steel had a soul, Bay Bridge steel would know it was special. Forged in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the 1930s, it traveled across the country, was assembled across our bay to complete a vision first conjured up during the Civil War, and was eventually dismantled after the 1989 quake which damaged the eastern span. This Bay Bridge steel, within sight of the new eastern span, was then dispatched by artist Tom Laughlin to Denver to reform the straight lines into this giant steel ring, which resonates like a tuning fork. It's a journey that NBC's Joe Rosato calls a new art piece with an old soul.
So these girders were what's called top chords. They were essentially the backbone of the bridge. They were the highest piece of the, what we're calling, I think, the truss section. And these girders like held the whole weight of each truss like a backbone.
To reduce cost, Laughlin solicited funding through private donations through the Headland Center for the Arts, and he ended up shipping the steel to Denver, where he spent half a year working with the world-renowned Juno Works fabrication studio.
Juno Works is a fabricator based in Denver that I used for a previous project, and I was having a hard time finding folks in San Francisco to do the work. The expense was a little too high, and it was actually cheaper to ship the steel to Denver and back than to build it here. So these were straight girders, and we cut them into wedges and then welded the wedges back together to make this 14-sided polygon. There weren't any curves on the bridge, so we had to make our own. We used a deceptively simple technique to make these laser straight cuts just using an oxyacetylene torch. The piece is 14 sections that are all welded together. Each section weighs about 1.5 tons. So we could use a forklift to maneuver sections around, but once we welded them back together, it turns into a project you need a crane for. That's why we have a giant crane here.
Congratulations, Tom, on this incredible achievement.
I think Mr. Laughlin did something very interesting here. Not only does he have the steel, the visual, he added light, which is a whole nother dimension. Then he added sound driving vibration.
When you walk on the art, you can feel the vibration. Place your ear on its mystic steel properties, you'll hear vibration, and perhaps the nearby surf. At night, the signal can be sighted across the bay in San Francisco. By day, people are already congregating around, below, or on top of the signal. Visit it yourself to feel the joy, witness the sunsets, and feel the mystery of Bay Bridge steel, reimagined after 90 years of Bay Area service. On Treasure Island, Mark Jones reporting.